to practice using personification in your own writing. This is really important to complete because this is going to allow your poems just to kind of flow. So we're going to practice a little first, and you are going to write your personification poems down here. This will be the first stanza of your personification poem. You are not just giving me 6 lines as your final poem, but you're going to give me minimum of 2 stanzas of a poem. Remember, stanzas are just like paragraphs in writing. You have 1 stanza, this would be considered 1 stanza, and then you're going to give me a whole new 6 lines for another stanza. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to practice the first one. It says here, personification again is something that is not human, which is given human qualities to create a certain effect. So we're going to use personification to describe 3 objects for this first one. And down here, it will be 3 places. So the first one is done for you. The telephone screamed at me over and over again. And the tone just means the feeling. Oops. Let's see. Oops. Tone just means the feeling of that object. So we are going to do our first one here. So let me think about an object that I would like to describe. So the flowers sang. Let's see. The flowers. No, I'm not going to say sang. The flowers. Let me think of some non-human qualities. The flowers. Let's just say the flowers danced as the wind blew through its petals. So the tone would be calm. I think the tone would be some type of like calmness. All right, so my object are flowers, and the personification I'm using, the word to personify the human quality or characteristic I'm giving the flowers is dance. So this gives a visual. I'm seeing the flowers kind of sway back and forth in the wind, almost as if they were dancing. So we'll move to the next one down here as your example. So now we need to use 3 places. So you got this one here, says the stadium leaped when the goal was scored. So that tone would be excitement. I can say the chair ached when, I'm going to say the old chair, when I sat down on its creaky legs. I can even say the chair screamed. I can say ached. I can say the chair bellowed. To bellow means to yelp. I can say the chair yelped to kind of shout out. Basically meaning it creaked. It made some type of like creaky noise because it's so old and it has creaky legs. So I'm showing you, I'm giving a human-like quality to show. Maybe the tone for this would be pain. Maybe the chair's in some kind of pain. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so here you're going to start your personification poem. You are going to come up with something about nature. So we're going to really focus on nature, and I really recommend that if you guys go outside and just kind of start writing things down that you see, writing things down that you feel, start observing nature outside. If I'm looking at my backyard right now, I see palm trees, I see flowers, I see butterflies. I actually have been seeing a lot of butterflies lately. So let's read the example here. The sun wakes up, starting a new day. The flowers dance to the rhythm of the breeze. The clouds stroll across the sky. Spring has arrived. So you're going to write your first line, which will include personification in your first line. After you've written your first line of personification, you are going to expand the description of the line above. Okay, so the sun wakes up to start a new day. This is the expansion of this line right here. The flowers dance to the rhythm of the breeze. This line right here is expanding or kind of going a step further to describe how are the flowers dancing. So you could say, why are the flowers dancing? How are they dancing? When are they dancing? Where are they dancing? So basically just painting that picture. Okay. The clouds stroll across the sky. So notice here, I'm going to underline all of the words, the human qualities that are given to the objects. So the clouds stroll across the sky. Spring has arrived. Okay, so why did the clouds stroll across the sky? Because spring has arrived. All right. Okay. So you're going to write, and you make a title for your poem. So I want you to write a 6-line poem. I'm going to change that to 12 lines, and I'm going to say 2 stanzas. Okay. So there you go.